no more for Ole Miss and Matt Luke. He played there. His family is entwined. Matters. They fired him. He's done. 4-8 this season. Obviously had the embarrassing situation against Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl. 15-21 in 3 seasons. And Mike and I were just talking. For some of these programs, especially a program like this that's coming off probation, in 3 years just doesn't seem like enough.
It's a quick hook.
You're playing in the SEC West. You've got unbelievable competition. The struggle, though, indeed was real. As they say, they brought in Rich Rodriguez to be their offensive coordinator. They brought in Mike McIntyre to be their defensive coordinator. And you can kind of tell with the latter, it just was not up to snuff in the nation's toughest conference. He's not the only guy that's out of work. Charlie Strong from USF is as well. Mike, this is another one because this isn't even a Power 5 program, and he's done after 3 years.
Another quick hook.
He started very well, but kind of skidded towards the finish, and they'll be looking for a new head coach in Tampa as well. So Luke out in Oxford and Charlie Strong out in Tampa. As Mike said, real quick, 10-2 opening season, but since then, they've progressively got worse and had one of the worst offenses in all of major college football. Each other 2 of the final 3 weeks, Mike, of the regular season. Fourth quarter, Vinatieri, it's blocked. Second block kick of the game, 3 missed field goal attempts. Every Monday, Frank Reich just stands there and says, he's our guy, he's our guy, he's our guy, he's our guy. Tomorrow might be a little bit different because if they have any designs in the playoffs, you feel good about Vinatieri rolling out there right now to kick you a game-winning field goal?
Not right now, but he is Adam Vinatieri. Like, you wouldn't bet against him in the playoffs, though, right?
No question.
I mean,
lifetime of accomplishments. That's picked. Henry, 149 yards on the ground and a touchdown again. They'll meet in week 15 and week 17, and we'll see what kind of stakes those 2 games would have, especially that last one. That could be huge because there's only 1 game separating both the Titans and the Colts. So we'll have to wait to see how that all plays out in what right now is a very interesting AFC South with the Texans, Mike, ready to go tonight.
All right, the Packers had a dud of a game last Sunday night against the Niners. Get a chance to get right against the Giants, and some snow welcomed them to the New York, New Jersey area. Aaron Rodgers looking for Allen Lazard. He had 3 catches for 103 yards in this game, plus that touchdown. Packers lead 14-7. Let's go to the fourth quarter. It's a 17-13 Green Bay advantage. 3rd and goal from the 17. Rodgers, Davante Adams. He had 6 catches, 2 scores. Packers up 24-13. And then how about a little more? Rodgers avoiding the pressure, gets it out to Mercedes Lewis. The Packers get some get back. 31-13 is your win. And yes, Snow Angels. Don't remind me it's snowing outside here in Connecticut. But there you see it, 31-13 the final. Rodgers' 23rd career game with 4 passing touchdowns, tying Brett Favre for the 4th most in NFL history. First road game with 4 passing touchdowns since Week 17 against the Lions back in 2016. Oh, yeah, Matt LaFleur. His first year there in Green Bay, he matches Mike Holmgren and Mike Sherman for the most wins by first-year Packers head coach.
Weather wasn't that much better between the 49ers and the Ravens, Mike. Raining in Baltimore, ready to go. Early second, after the game, Kyle Shanahan said maybe we'll see them one more time, which would essentially say we might see in Miami at the Super Bowl. Lamar is from Miami. Get the stories ready, Mike. Story after story after story.
Absolutely.
On that, with Lamar returning, if they can get to football's biggest game. That was a great 7-yard run there. This a little too easy, just slicing through the left side. 3rd game this season that Lamar's had a rushing and a passing TD, and the Ravens have a 14-7 lead. Big 4th down here for Kyle Shanahan and the Niners. Garoppolo batted at the line. 49ers will turn it over on downs. Baltimore will get it back. 2 minutes to go. Big 3rd and 1 for them. 49ers out of timeouts. There's really nothing they can do here to stop the clock, so the Ravens can just milk this thing down from 157 down to 3. Justin Tucker, as reliable perhaps right now as Vinatieri is not, from 49 yards in awful weather, and it's true. And the Ravens take down the 49ers 20-17, although no rest for the weary. The Ravens are going to Buffalo, who had that impressive win on Thanksgiving Day. And how about the 49ers' tough second-half schedule continues? They will be in New Orleans. So a week after the 49ers stopped Aaron Rodgers, they're unable to stop Lamar Jackson, but in their defense, who has been able to do that? Sal Paolantonio saw one of the most thrilling games of the NFL season. He joins us tonight here on SportsCenter. Final margin was 3, Sal, but in reality, what really made the difference?
Well, you have to go back to Lamar Jackson, right, Zubin? The numbers don't jump off the page. It wasn't the pyrotechnic Lamar Jackson and Baltimore Ravens offense, but when they needed him to make plays, the final drive to set up the 49-yard game-winning field goal by Justin Tucker, it was Lamar Jackson's run on 4th and 1 that converted to a first down, and then Lamar Jackson's run on a 3rd and 1 that converted a first down. So in many ways, even though he really was a guy who was heroic and got everybody's attention the first 12 weeks, this may be his best game, because when they needed him to grind it out in a game-winning drive at home, bad conditions, they were getting no push up the middle. The Niners' defensive tackles are for real. They shut down Mark Ingram in the middle, so the only thing opened up was Lamar Jackson on the edges, and he had to grind out a win. So in many ways, this was a coming of age, a maturing process for Lamar Jackson, and a complete win for him and the Ravens offense.
It's Baltimore's 8th straight victory. Hey, before I let you go, the 49ers down the stretch at a 4th and 1 on the 35 after their defense had just stopped the Ravens on a 4th down series prior. What did Kyle Shanahan tell you about that specific 4th down call?
Yeah, we talked to him about it after the game, and he said it was either you're going to pass it there or you're not going to really do anything else, because the field goal was obviously too long. His field goal kicker had missed one earlier, was short on one earlier in the first half. So why don't they run it? They were running all over the Ravens, especially on the edges. The Ravens weren't setting the edges. The outside zone read with their two-back offense was having a lot of success. Why don't they run it? He said basically because the Ravens were stuffing the middle at the end of the game, weren't giving anything up, and they didn't want a chance going outside, bouncing outside, so they decided to throw it, which in the view of many people was a low percentage play at that point. But that was the decision-making process of both the head coach and Jimmy Garoppolo at the line of scrimmage. He could have changed the play, but decided not to.
Interesting to hear that rationale. Tough, gritty game, and guess what? Tough, gritty games await both teams. Baltimore's got Buffalo. The Niners have the Saints. Next, that's Sal Paolantonio with the NFL's hottest team.